Youth group demands peaceful disintegration of Nigeria. Good day, my dear listeners. From wherever you're listening from, thanks for joining. Youth group demands peaceful disintegration of Nigeria regarding the Benue killings that happened recently. My dear listeners, moving on to the full details, kindly please ensure you like, subscribe to this channel and share. Following the killing of over 200 persons in Benue State, a youth-led movement, the concerned awakened new generation youth, Kang Youth, has called for a total re-evaluation of Nigerians' continued existence as one country. The group described the massacre as yet another example of the Nigerian state failure to protect its citizens. In a statement titled, Benue Killings, is it not time to rethink Nigeria? The group argued that the persistent killings across the country, especially in the Middle Belt and other minority areas, indicate that Nigeria is no longer serving the interest of its people. Kang Youth stated, "We call on all the nations that formed Nigeria to demand their right to self-determination. We urge President Tinubu to facilitate a peaceful process towards disintegration, allowing these nations to determine their own futures." We call on Nigerians to join the movement to reawaken and rethink our shared existence as a country today. We cannot continue to pretend that we are all one, not treated as citizens. We cannot continue to shed daily tears and blood and still pretend that things will get better, it added. They also invited other concerned groups and nationalities to join their cause. We equally invite all individuals and nations affected by the Nigerian state to join us in demanding a future that is determined by us, for us. Together we can build a brighter future for ourselves and future generations. The recent massacre in Yelwata, a community in Guma local government area of Benue State, is one of the deadliest attacks in the region's recent history. Between the night of June 13 and 14, 2025, armed assailants stormed the village, targeting homes and a makeshift market sheltering displaced families. Over 200 people were killed. Many of them women and children, and thousands were forced to flee into nearby forests. Eyewitnesses described a coordinated assault, noted that gunmen arrived from multiple directions, opened fire and set shelters ablaze. Many victims were internally displaced persons, IDPs who had already fled previous violence. The attackers reportedly used sophisticated weapons and blocked escape routes. While no group has officially claimed responsibility, the attack fit a pattern of violence linked to armed herders, particularly those of Fulani origin. The Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, alleged that some locals aided the attackers, providing them with food, shelter and even women, and guiding them to the IDP camp. Benue has long been a flashpoint in Nigerians' Ada-farmer conflict, driven by land disputes between sedentary farmers, mostly Tiv and Idoma, and nomadic herders, as well as climate pressures such as desertification and drought, which are pushing others southward. My dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news. Now, before I go, moving down to the comment section, the first comment here says, "Lol, what Igbo saw in 1960 Middle Belt are seen in 2025. Yoruba will see their own in 2066, while Hausa Fulanis might see their own in 2099. Another comment here says, "We are 100 miles ahead. What the Igbo see today, it will take others a century to see it. Check from their support in presidency. You can oppose them at last. Your eyes will open to see it." Another comment here says, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, and I quote, "If you don't end Nigeria, Nigeria will end you." Another comment here says, meaning that Gowon is going to massacre them so as to keep Nigerian one. Still at the comment section, another comment here says, "I thought they said Igbos are problem. As they were told, no, you guys should enjoy one Nigeria. You joined Fulanis and fought against Igbos in 1966 till date." While another comment says, "I support disintegration, but it can never be peaceful and smooth. There will be a lot of killings and losses. Remember, freedom is never given freely." The comment here says, "Benue and Plateau people, una good morning. Now una wake from sleep." And the last comment here says, "That's the common sense that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB have been advocating for over 12 years now. Peaceful disintegration through a UN-organized referendum instead of this imminent implosion with the resultant consequences of a violent and uncontrolled dismemberment." Why are Biafrans reacting? My dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop out the comment section and let's know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.